I don't know how well it works now. What? Hmm. Yeah, well, apparently I did something very wrong. I hit my my power adapter with my feet, and it just didn't help. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh wow. Grinchka is from Twitch. Oh my God, somebody is watching from Twitch. Hello. Right. Okay. I know that this stream is already kind of not good because I accidentally terminated it. I'm not sure what the intention is, but yeah, well, I'm pretty bad with this. Oh my God. Let's go back to this pull request and see what will be the resolution here. The goal is to be able to concentrate traffic against specific AZ. We can filter the subnet by tag using some other controller, but if we cannot tag per subnet AZ, then we cannot filter by AZ. Well, yes, they could, but a feature to allow defining target subnets based on tags exists already. Right, so the thing here is that maybe for EKS case it's not really relevant, but having an opportunity to tag resources a little bit more granular way, like who is this? I forgot his name. Well, I actually didn't know his name. Yeah, I think it's a good idea anyway, regardless of whether EKS is being used or not. Yeah, I think that's what is. So I'm gonna just say it looks good to me because this addition is helpful for people who are not even using EKS, but they still want to have a possibility to tag subnets differently. Using the EKS and approve. Okay, that's it. So I will merge this one once it's ready, and yeah, this one is pretty straightforward. No question here. Thank you, Max, for the contribution. Okay, let's see what else can be done. Oh my God, this is big. This is big. This is something. I started using your API gateway module. Oh my God, that's so good. It means that that is useful for somebody. Well, I'm joking. It's actually quite useful for many different cases. I still have a task to add WebSocket support there, but it was not really possible for me yet. Okay, let's see what else is here. So let's see this one. Yeah, this one is pretty good. I think. So what is it? Global Accelerator, right? Global Accelerator module. It has endpoint group, which will be replaced with endpoint groups. Well, let me think. every time when something like breaking change is introduced, I need to think twice. Yeah. Well, I need to think twice because there are already users. Like, yes, there are 8 stars, but still there are, I don't know, at least one person who's using it. So can we think about this to keep it backward compatible? The answer is probably yes, but I need to think. Okay. Right. First, Brian said that he will take a look, and then I think it was like a few minutes later, I left this pull request, not pull request, pull request review. Let's see. Multiple endpoints global accelerator example. Let's look into example first. So, okay, we are making 2 instances of the provider, and then we are making this global accelerator call, and we are using this one for EU and one for US. Okay, so far so good. Then we are making 2 resources in different providers, one in EU and one in US. And we are making, of course, VPCs in different things. And well, it looks good, right? It's very hard to fuck up something here, at least in theory. Although it is still possible. Let me think how it can be improved. Right, okay, so here we are. We are looking into endpoint groups, and we are making something here. What? Well, it's so funny. Now my streaming software says like, oh, do you want to use another camera? No, I'm already streaming, come on. Okay. So when we are going through this, it was inside of listeners endpoint groups. So we are talking about this line. All right, yeah, so the question, the question is to, not the question, but the task is to, no, I'm just unsure. If we're going to add this pull request, it's not just changing one variable to another one. It's going to be a pretty big change because the whole key of the endpoint group will be changed. Because now suddenly it's listener name, which we had before. I guess it's the same one. We add endpoint group, which is fine, right? It should be fine, but we just need to make sure that the value, how users will be able to migrate this stuff. That's what I don't understand. They will have to run a lot of state mv commands and move things around, right? Is this how it's supposed to be used? I'm not sure. Okay, then another thing here where we are replacing try with specific values. I'm not sure that this is necessary because they probably optional. Yeah, exactly. All of this stuff. No, not this one. Endpoint configuration, right? No, what was it? It was inside of, let's say, this. Right, it was optional. So why users will have to, a lot of these things are optional. So we must continue use try and fall back to null values. That's another thing. And yeah, and let's just leave comment, because there are a lot of things which has to be improved. So starting from the top, please mention this example inside of readme md in the root. This is good because people will have to find it somehow. So talking about this this thing, okay, we can make it we can make this as endpoint groups, and that's okay, right? Endpoint groups, and there will be at least one element inside of each. Here we have two, but one is also fine. This means that as soon as we merge this pull request, another example which we have somewhere before, I'm pretty sure we have example which is complete, which is using endpoint groups, which apparently will fail. So can we have, oh, that's amazing. Let's have support for endpoint group and endpoint groups, like two different things. Oh, that's great. You see? Yeah, that's I'm partially proud of myself. Forget about the moment when I hit my power cable and everything went banana. Okay, let's see, where is this? Okay, yeah, somewhere here. Let's add support for the new, like you do, in this PR, in AD, and have support for C complete, no, C examples complete. Okay, so this is fine. So then we need to do this flattening of everything. He moved try here, so that's why it is like this here. Why people do this? Why duplicate stuff somewhere here as well as here? That's not necessary. Instead, you can just merge this small map with everything what is available inside of EV already, and it will be just fine. No need to do tries here and duplicate all of these properties. I mean, it was necessary, I don't know, 4 years ago in Terraform, but not anymore. Okay, how to explain this one? Somewhere here. Instead of copying values from the EV one by one, you can just merge LK and with EV, and keep using try in the resource. Something like this. I think it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good. So then this one keep previous, yeah, keep key as it was for users who specify var endpoint group. Keep the key, something like this. Then the rest of this magic is not necessary because it will be all right. Yeah, that's it. Okay, was it clear that this pull request is good, but the main idea is to have backward compatibility, because it's not necessary to break it here. It's okay that we add new variable, fine. There are still a few improvements to be done, mostly related to back to the BC break, which has to be avoided here, and request change. Okay, good. This one is pretty big, and I hope I think Chris will be able to figure out. Okay, what else is here? Right, so this one is good. Squash and merged. Yeah, it should be good. It's backward compatible, so it should be fine. Okay, amazing. Let's see what else I can do. Yeah, this one is a bit strange. Let's look into this one. It's massive. I mean, I looked into this pull request and just try to understand if it is kind of good or not, but it's just too big to understand. So probably it will take me the rest of this stream. Okay, the problem here is so here is the code. The code here is the following. We're making security group with ingress rules. Hello, Connor. Hello, Chris. So we are making a security group with couple ingress rules for prefix list. Well, how to even explain? Morning from New York. Oh my God, that's so far. I'm gonna to be in the Bay Area in 10 days. Yeah, but I'm not gonna to have live stream on that week. But yeah. Well, what is prefix list? Is really I even forgot the definition of it. Prefix list, AWS. So manage prefix list is a set of one or more Cedar blocks. Yeah, you can use prefix list to make it easier to configure and maintain your security groups and route table. Right, so it's like group of yeah, it's like group of something. Morning from Newfoundland. Well, that's that's not a big distance from New York, but yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so there are two types of prefix list. Customer managed prefix list, sets of IP addresses that you can define and manage, and AWS managed prefix list. Right, I think this is something what was like forever in this prefix list for yeah, for CloudFront, for DynamoDB, now for Lattice. Okay, let's go back. So that's my kind of understanding of what is prefix list. So it's just another short reference to Cedar blocks. And then we have ingress with Cedar blocks. Some values here. So steps to reproduce. No, yes, I like it. Very concise. No, yes, maybe. Attempted to use the module to create security groups with custom rules and prefix list. Well, it wouldn't be my live stream if nobody called me. Да, привет. Можно. Можно. Пока. That's okay. Okay, expected behavior. After using this module extensively in other contexts, I have started migration my Cedar blocks into prefix list. Okay, that's good to know that there is this path of migration. I didn't know that. I thought it's usually like rather static. It's like you create it once and you never touch it, but okay. I first updated my name rules, then I got my custom rules. Okay, actual behavior, the Terraform interpolation for Cedar blocks variables appears to run a list with an empty string instead of an empty list. Right. Yeah, well, interesting, but okay. I confirm with we have similar problems. We needed custom rules that reference prefix list only. Okay. Yeah, well, that's a bit different case here, I guess, because when we are using named rules, like in this case common LB internal, there is a little bit more logic and magic inside of it. So that's yeah, that's a little bit different, but I will take a look into this one too. Oh, there are a few discussions. Oh my god, it's so active. Let's see. Connor wrote I've got a pull request open on one of the modules. I was wondering what is the best way to get someone on the GitHub repository to I can't seem to assign reviewers. Yeah, that's on purpose, because if you can assign reviewers, then it will be assigned to me or to Brian. We don't want to be assigned. But actually, if you just mention what link, like what is the number of it or URL, I can take a look. If it's not huge, then I can definitely work on it live, like I do now. So that's no problem. I want to ask if it is possible to create Terraform backend in Terragrant without manually creating S3 bucket beforehand, like to be part of the code. Yeah, that's what I usually use. Cloud Posse S3 backend, Cloud Posse. I think this is a name. Yeah, this one, I have even start for this one. So I'm using this module when I need to have everything in the configuration, and this module actually describes the process. So first you make, it actually describes everything what you need to do here. So you are making this thing here, and then you are calling your configuration. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, and it's doing job quite nicely. It hasn't been updated for a very long time. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure that it works without any problems. Okay, more questions. I need the code to create a Terraform code for spinning. I need a code. Well, anyway, you need to make a spot instance. Probably you can go to EC2 EC2 instance, where we are. All right, so somewhere here, if you go and search for spot, here is an example how you can do it. So search for EC2 instance, and then in README you can find it. So spot instances are implemented quite nicely. Okay, so this was a question to Svarav. Okay, what else? Right, Max. I don't know how to say that in English. Why I look like I've been drinking all night? Well, apparently I have not been drinking at all for many years, but it's just light. Let's blame light. Light is in front of me, and yeah, that's it. Nothing more than that. But yeah, I can wink to you if I'm being kept as a hostage. Okay, more things here. Checked. What is this? Oh no, I cannot click it. Here is it. Okay. Yes, I checked and asked the same question on Stack Overflow, but they said it's not possible. This was answered to Fibonacci, and Fibonacci asked about Terragrant and S3 backend. Well, I'm pretty sure this will help you to implement everything as code. I don't know why Stack Overflow doesn't know the answer. Okay, what else here? Is there a way to reduce the price for spot instance? Like, can I make the price to get fluctuate in between? Sure, you just set lowest price you can afford, and good luck waiting for instance to be available at that price. That's how spot pricing works. I remember creating buckets and DynamoDB tables automatically following that page. I'm not sure which page, but yeah, I think we answered. How to start DevOps? Yeah, bar fight usually start everything. So, no, actually, how to start DevOps? I think the best answer will be to look into available courses to understand what kind of things are available, like what kind of tools, what kind of DevOps at all. Like, DevOps is not just about tools, as you may have already heard. It's a bit more than that. It's supposed to be culture, but in reality it's also 90% of it, for me at least, it's about tools. Can we convert from Terraform code to AWS CloudFormation template? Yeah, we can, but it's pretty bad. who has been doing it. I think James, no, well, what's the name of this guy? Yeah, good luck figure out. I forgot the name of this. Right, yeah, I know how to find it. I go to weekly TF and there is somewhere search. Here is a search, and I write what I write, TF to, no, maybe CF, no, cloud formation. If I write cloud formation and go to it was pretty recently when I think James, yeah, this one. So James wrote this tool. I have not been using it myself, so I don't know if it actually works, but you can find it. The tool is called Sato, or you can just go to weekly TF and search for CloudFormation and you'll find it somewhere here. You will find it. Yeah, that's the one which I remember. There was also another one, but I just cannot remember it right now. I think it was TF to something, to CF or something like that. Yeah. So one more reason to subscribe to weekly TF. Good afternoon, Max. And greeting from sunny Lviv. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Thanks everyone for asking so many questions. I think it's time to move on with this amazingly complicated pull request, or actually, I don't know, it's not pull request. Oh my god, I am ripe in Terraform with TerraGrant. Yeah, that can be also the problem. But okay, let's look into the solution. So the user eventually want to make something like this, prefix list, and specify a couple things there. And there is even code change. Custom rules with prefix list were failing in cases where no Caesar block was specified due to an edge case in the variable interpolation. Okay, Jonathan, I have bad news for you. It's not about variable interpolation in most cases, but this hack which was used here is a workaround for Terraform 0.11. Yeah, I know it was like 3-4 years ago, but this hack was added into this module quite deeply because it was a requirement back then. Maybe it's not needed anymore. Okay, let's look into test case first of all, and then I'll try to copy paste this or check out this pull request and see if it actually works. So the simplest thing to do here is to go to my amazing code and go to git checkout master. Okay, somewhere here in examples, if I go to, say, complete, and if I search for prefix list, right, prefix list IDs to use in all yeah, it was a long time ago. It was 2017. Come on, it's 5 years ago. Okay. Let's see. I'm already so much confused with this code. Let's see. First of all, I want to do some archaeologist job to figure out which example I need to look into and maybe change something there. So probably complete will be a bit too big. Well, let's look into prefix list at all. Where do I use this prefix list? Prefix. Okay, so here is it. It's called prefix list IDs. Where do I specify this? Inside of examples. So somewhere. No. I don't even have example where I'm using prefix list. That's pretty cool. Okay, so if I don't have an example for this, then it's gonna to be okay to add it somewhere here. Right, so apparently this module was never ever tested with prefix list before, so I'm not surprised that there are bugs. Because, yeah, prefix list are a bit special. Why did I comment this here? Apparently, because it's not compatible with some other properties like here or maybe here. So that's why it was commented. Okay, let's look into first of all which one we'll be touching. We'll be touching this complete security group. No, that's too big. Let's find something simpler. Okay, I know what to do. I go to examples, I go to complete, and I'm gonna to make all of this init, and I'm gonna to make all of this, I don't know, 44 resources. Fine. So it shouldn't take so long time anyway. So after this, I'm gonna to take just one and add prefix list and add one with PLSG with prefix list. Okay, use name prefix false. Well, it doesn't really matter here, but we can drop it here. Okay, so now I'm gonna to look into what kind of input was provided. So I'm gonna to put this somewhere here, and it's this one we don't need, and this one we don't need. Okay, so and ingress prefix list IDs, that's where we are going to make resource how to even make this prefix list. Probably there is data source for this. Prefix list, this. Yeah, I have no clue. Let's see, one more question. Last time you said that you want to make video about Terraform, if I remember correctly. Do you know when you're going to make such video? Yeah, well, it was supposed to be in 2 weeks, but I will be in the US, so we will move it to approximately. I'm looking into my calendar. It will be either 3rd of February. Yeah, 3rd of February or 10th of March. That's it. Why do you need that if you can spin up infra with Terraform itself? Well, that's a hard question to to answer. I simply don't know what question was it, kind of answer or clarification. So any particular use case? Yeah, I don't understand the question. Sorry. So let's see. In order to make this use of the data source, I need to figure out how to get. So this one is gonna to take. Oh yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna to. Well, how to get by filter? Yeah, by filter, by name. Can I get just one somehow? I don't care which one. It can be any. Is there some like specific owner ID, prefix list ID, prefix list name? Yeah, but I don't know any of this. Yeah, well, it's a bit tricky to even find a prefix list. Can I use something like this? No, it's for another region probably. Okay, let's see. Show me example. Maybe ChatGPT can help me. Yeah. I have been using ChatGPT very kind of briefly before. Let's see. I'm not a robot. Oh my god, use a password. I have no clue which password I used. Does it work? Come on. Yeah, it's logging in, but hopefully it will help. Anyway, while it's trying to log in, I need to figure out how to get, yeah, this one. This is what I was looking for. Ta-da! Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. So can I clarificate? Just 1 second. You may get this question. Ooh, this question a lot. What's your thought on HashiCorp Terraform certification pass? Is it good things to have in your portfolio, or is it too raw still? Well, if I would be judging people who, let's say, who apply for job just by this certification, I wouldn't hire pretty much anybody. Only practical experience is needed. The certification itself is just a certification, and it's not showing enough. It's like, it's okay, but it's showing very, very small amount of things. So I'm not very convinced that it's really showing who you are or what you know. Of course, if you're joining a company and they say like, oh, you need to have this certification, fine, take it and you'll get a job. But in most cases, yeah, I saw quite a lot of people who are not really able to understand what they do, but yeah, nevertheless they say, oh, I'm fully certified. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I want to get it like this. So I'm going to take this certificate. Right, region is somewhere here, the same as here. So I'm going to eventually get one prefix list. Amazing. it's going to be called DynamoDB, and I'm going to get one more for S3, as I can see here. Okay, so now I'm going to put it somewhere. It's going to be data prefix list S3 ID and data DynamoDB ID. Cool. So it looks good. Did anyone worked on Istio or Kiali? I have no clue what is Kiali, so I didn't work on it. Okay, let's see. I have module prefix list, so I need to run init and apply. Alright, so this is not a valid CIDR block in valid CIDR. Exactly. That's because right, so this is an error message which was shown in the issue. So it's line 197 somewhere here. So let's see. This value is empty. Where this empty value is coming from? It's coming from not from here, right? It's coming from right. So if we join empty, I think I understand. Terraform console, and if I write split by commas and then join by commas and I join empty, then I have an empty list, right? And that's run even without taking into account prefix list. Instead, what I can do, somehow I have to figure out compact. This will return an empty list. Is it good enough if I put compact around yeah, it's good. So yeah, the problem here is that this split operation and join, they will always produce at least an empty string inside of list, and obviously we cannot use it anywhere, right? So now if I use yes, and then I have everything created. Okay, let's look into the proposed fix, because I think it was a little bit more complicated. Let's see. Yeah, oh my god, that's exactly what was frightening to me. Comparing some values, if it's more than 0 then do this, else then do this. Just compact, that's it. No need to do anything else. Good, so then I can fix this pull request 271 with, actually not just 271, but replace this one with just compact, and that's exactly everywhere. Yeah. see. Yeah, the solution is exactly similar everywhere. Cool. Let's do this. Let's do it's 271. Let me think again. Right, I will keep this code 2. I will destroy everything just because I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want this one. And here I understand that I need to use compact. Again, I just roll back everything how it was. Okay, so now if I do check out 271, and if I go to and replace this magic with compact, pretty much everywhere. Sometimes I think that when I'm doing this small changes, like small boring changes, I need to have music on, or okay, compact. Right, so pretty much everywhere where I was using this split and join, I used to have compact. Now I don't have it. So it's pretty good improvement overall. And I also need to add example. That's another pretty big addition. If there is no example, then there is no feature. Like that in the elevator. Okay, what else I can search for? Split. So split. Right, okay, looks good to me. Is this backward compatible change? Yes, it is. Doesn't do anything new. Should I add examples here for security group with prefix lists? Prefix list with prefix list. Okay, so this is one thing. What else? Right, okay, what if I do, let's say, this here. If I now run init and apply, I'm not going to apply it, I just want to see it. Right, okay, invalid value for input. The given value is not suitable. String is required. Right, okay, if string is required, then what we do it like this. But we need to do it we need to provide string, then we need to join it. It's going to be splitted anyway, so we need to join whatever we are providing. Right, so that's fine. Where is this example? Somewhere here. Yeah, it's pretty hard to find it. I have no clue. Where is it? This one? No. Well, it's supposed to be somewhere here with port 9000. I just cannot find it. I don't see it. Do you guys see port 9000? 8000? No. Nope. Interesting. Should it be like this? Okay, so this is gonna to be created compact. No. Okay. With seeder blocks, but without everything else. So computed is another part of the legacy. Okay. Usually when I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just making it. Yes. And then I'm trying to make small change somewhere, and then I will see the difference. Anyway, if it's making its progress right now, then it should be fine. Right, so it's changing this prefix list, and yeah, it looks good. No need to have this. Okay, so that's it. Prefix list IDs to use in all egress. Can I use it here too, just to show? Yeah, if I can use it here, then it's gonna to be cool, because it's really showing it's all together. Right, it's gonna to add this prefix list everywhere. Oh my god, this is gonna to even work. It's like 19 small changes at the same time. Apparently it works. Okay, good. So now I'm extremely happy, and I can duplicate security group. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes there are, like, all of these things are so artificial. Like, in reality, prefix list ID would be a better name. Yeah, but that's the thing, that IDs means plural, and actually here it has to be a list, but this join is added because again, as a legacy from Terraform 0.11, and I think, yeah, around 11, it was not possible to provide map of values of different types. It is using prefix list IDs internally. Yeah, exactly. So that's why it is prefix list IDs in most cases, because it's supposed to be a list. But here it says list, but we are actually forced to provide the string. That's why we use join. But anyway, this is not something what I can easily change right now. It has to be some careful kind of refactoring, which I have no clue how to do. I just wanted to say that the reason why there are such errors like side effects is because a lot of rules inside of this security group is artificial. A lot of overrides, a lot of kind of custom things. Nobody is going to use it like this anyway. So I can, instead of adjusting all of this so that there are no overlap and no duplication of the same things, because prefix list is used in several different combinations, I can just safely remove it from here. The AWS prefix list resource has the strange name, but that's not on you. Right. No, it's actually it's a good point, because if we look into, so that's a good point that you highlighted it. Look, this resource is a prefix list, but that's because it must return one result always. So you need to come up with filters in a way that it always returns one. If you want to have multiple things, you can call resources like, for example, VPCs. Then it will return a list of VPCs, again based on different tags or something. You see, this one is plural. There are few things like subnets and subnet IDs. So at some point around last year, there was work happening with rewriting or adding some resources, which, no, not resources, some data sources which would return plural things. So keep this in mind. Prefix list is not one of those, so that's why we have to use this one, just like now, to get one prefix list every time. We cannot write values here, let's say everything like this star, and expect that we'll receive a lot of prefix lists suddenly. Okay, let me just comment out this section because I don't want to resolve this this kind of artificial problem, and hopefully I will merge it and fix this problem. Good. Should I run Terraform FMT? I think just to save time I want to run it. Yeah, git commit fixed code by using compact and added prefix list example. Okay. Git push. Oh no, git commit, and now git push. Okay, let's look into this change somewhere here. So this one is a problem. This one is the solution. Right, of course I added a couple things, so that's why readme has to be updated. And this one is fine. And this one is compact, 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 and compact. That's pretty good. Now let's add a bit better explanation. What is it? Is it a fix? Yes, it's a fix. Fixed security groups with prefix lists. Okay. And this one is actually linked to issue 270. Well, instead of writing text like link to something, it's much better to write fixes and then 270, because then GitHub will automatically close that issue. Update branch, let's update it as well. Okay, what else? So this one by Marco, what he is writing here. Let's see. Well, yeah, I think it's gonna to be working fine now, actually, for Marco too, because what I fixed is yeah, it should be fine. This code is magical. It's magical, but at the end of the day, it's not needed, because the problem was with security group Cedar blocks, which was always present for some reason. Well, for incorrect reason. Okay, what else can be done here? Oh yeah, there is a question from Victor. Hello, Victor. What is the best way to start learning Terraform in your opinion? Well, I think the best way, as I usually telling people, is to go to, well, Terraform best practice, of course, is good thing, but it's not the best one to start. Go to terraform.io and go to documentation, which they hide from us for some reason. I have no clue where. Yeah, here is docs. Oh my god. Docs. Oh my god, which docs? Yeah, probably this one. Yeah, right. What is Terraform? So start reading by understanding what exactly is Terraform, what are use cases, and oh my god, why they change it so much? Where is the information about? Yeah, probably these fundamentals. No, I'm already lost. Sorry guys, let me start over. Go to documentation. Yeah, probably this one. Read about features of oh my god. Configuration level. Yeah, this one. So starting from this page, understand what is Terraform, like what is in general, what kind of stuff you can do, and then learn configuration language and CLI. These two things are essential. Once you figure out, once you read this kind of information and you understand syntax more or less, then the best would be if you are trying to make solution for your day-to-day issues which you have, like writing some sort of Terraform code for real stuff. Again, using only things which you learn from here. Once you figure out that, okay, there are different concepts like variables, expressions, functions, and so on, then you will be able to do a lot of things for your like day-to-day things. Don't be overexcited that you need to use all of these features at once, but after some time you will figure out that there is some kind of challenges related to the way how you structure code or how you name certain things. So that's why Terraform best practices is still relevant. So feel free to go through this one and study that one. Yeah, I usually recommend going through the documentation. Currently, documentation is overcomplicated. Like, it took me some time to figure out what to even recommend. Oh my god. Anyway, general documentation and configuration language and CLI. These three things is what you need. Forget about everything else. Don't look at it. Really, that's not supposed to be here. That's like going here and delete element. So that's how it should be. Okay, I'm kidding. This also has to be deleted. Yeah, so you go to documentation and then you just see what you need to do. Okay. Oh my god, Cloudflare says that chat is not available. So that's why we will have work, and Victor, your knowledge of Terraform is essential, because chat and ChatGPT is not available all the time. So that's good that you ask. Okay, on a serious note, what else can be done here? Well, probably this one will be okay, and I will merge it, and that's it. Well, yeah, overall I think I'm pretty happy with today's stream. It took more time than I planned, but I managed to fix some issues. Thanks everyone for joining and for asking so many good questions. I hope you guys enjoy it too. And as always, please provide feedback and stay in touch. Bye.